Hi guys, I'm Martikor, and Alvin and Sophie are in college now. After they're finished with their first 2 years, I will add Ivy to the equation when Alvin and Sophie are already juniors because there's 2 years difference between them. But Alvin and Sophie are exactly the same age, so they are here together now. So the only thing I did so far was setting up their clothing. There are no gray shorts for young adults and adults in this game, so I gave Alvin longer pants, as long as they're gray. So now I will assign them rooms. They are in a dorm now, so that there's something going on. There will be a few townies that I made here, a few dormies. I mean, I didn't actually make them. They are from the Casbin at university. This is Sim State University, just a reminder. I explained this already, but that was quite a few episodes ago. But it's completely empty of characters. I cleaned out the folder before adding it to Townieville. So every professor will generate from scratch, every streaker, every cow, just everything. I also have some mods for decreasing the population, so there will be fewer professors. So they also have to choose majors. For Sophie, it will definitely be drama, because that's the only one that has anything to do with sports. And I already assigned her a lifetime want to be the Hall of Famer. She is very determined to be in this career. I think she might be a future workaholic. Alvin is also very ambitious, and Ivy is also very ambitious. We will have, like, when all the 3 students are here, we will have 2 knowledge sims and 1 fortune sim. So I will play this university gameplay a little bit different than I normally play it, because I feel like I have a lot of, like, I feel like at least 2 of them should graduate with honors, and they would never graduate with honors if I played with my normal system. So I will explain the system, what the system is now, because it's not like Sophie's tracksuit. It changes. So I probably talked about it a lot before on this channel, but it's different now, so I will explain it, but I will not exactly be playing like I always do. Especially Sophie will just try to max out everything. She will try to maintain a 4.0 GPA. With Alvin, I think I will get him to like a B, and if he wants to do more, he will. And Ivy will be kind of in between. Like, she won't be very focused on getting the best grades always, but she will do her best. I feel like Alvin is the only one who wouldn't really... I mean, he was an entrepreneur, he got a scholarship for that, but I feel like he wouldn't be that focused on grades, especially that he finished school with a B+. So I think he will be more interested in getting the skills and not really that interested in, like, doing assignments, writing papers, and stuff like that. He's more practical when it comes to university. Okay, let's do majors. Rooms first. So this could be Sophie's, because it has a computer, she definitely needs one. And this can be Alvin's. I will get them dressers for the rooms, because it's so stupid that only some rooms have dressers. Like, is this all that they can put their clothes in? It doesn't have to be big, just a few drawers, please. And I think they will lock the doors. When Ivy is here, I am pretty sure I will get them into a house. I really hope Sophie and Alvin don't do anything stupid, like try to flirt with each other or something. Well, ACR autonomy is still disabled, and it can stay this way until we're finished with university. Sweet talk, yeah. We don't need ACR. This is Max's interactions. Okay, how about you treat her as family? Stop it. Stop it. Okay, there's a lot of generating happening right now. Wait, I have no dormy region, so it can't be dormies. What is the game generating all of a sudden? Okay, let's declare major. For Sophie, it's pretty obvious, just drama, because you have to know how to fake a foul, right? And Alvin will be in medicine, just like his mom. Technically, his lifetime want was to become a scientist, and I think I wanted to do that, but then I forgot about it. Then I was convinced that he was supposed to be in medicine because he was working in medicine as a teenager. And then Orlando got the same lifetime want, and after he became a teenager, and I was just like, okay, that's interesting. And I kept it because I thought Alvin was into medicine. So I changed Alvin's. It doesn't really matter that much because they get random lifetime ones anyway, so like whatever. And he already has the skills for this job. So I guess for medicine it will have to be like biology or physics, if I remember correctly. Okay, biology actually doesn't have medicine, but physics definitely does. Yeah. It doesn't really make that much sense to connect medicine to physics. Like, okay, it does make sense in some ways, but like biology is definitely more medicine-like, right? But well, let's go for physics because he will be learning all the 3 skills that he will need in this career. Well, kind of the same for biology, but this is a major that actually leads to medicine, so let's do this. Yeah, so I think he will just be learning all the necessary skills, and what happens next we'll see. He will go to classes 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Okay, I don't have a mod for no night classes or whatever. I only have semester changes, of course. We already skipped 1 semester, so university is only 8 days. A lot of people use this mod. To me, it's really, like, essential. University gameplay is not everyone's favorite. Like, it's not even my favorite. It really depends. If I only have 1 sim, I'm like, let's just speed through it, right? But I like the moments when I have a few students on different years, different majors, with different grades, when there's some variety, and also I feel like university gameplay is more for task-oriented people like me. Like, you have certain things to do and you just do them. I'm not saying that I am a motivated person or something, but I like to have, like, I'm like a sim. I like to have a queue of interactions to do. I like to know what I'm supposed to do in like the next few hours or today or something. Oh yeah, I changed this sim's last name. If you know, you know. I did not know. That wasn't on purpose. So normally my university gameplay is probably the most wants-based, because I want my sim to be responsible for their own grades and their own future. I do the same thing in general when it comes to work. Like, I only let my sims progress in careers when they actually have wants that will lead to that, right? So, you know, knowledge sims and fortune sims are usually the most successful. It kind of makes sense. It can be annoying in repetition, but it kind of makes sense. If they do stuff on their own that gets them the skills that they need, that's fine. And if they have any wants, like get a skill point or anything like that, I will make them actually do the work skill points. I will prioritize them. So at the university, I let them go to class autonomously because they just do it. It would be too much work to try and stop them only because they don't have a want to do it. So that just happens. Unless they want to skip class, then I will do it for them. We got a shy llama? That's so cute. But with anything else that makes them build the performance and the grades for university, I just follow their wants. So as long as ones like do assignment or do research with someone happen pretty often, the most challenging thing is getting the skills. Because sometimes they might not get a want to get a skill point for days. So I also look at fears, and if they fear academic probation, I will make them do the bare minimum to just pass. If they want to make Dean's List, we try to max out everything, and I used to do it like, as long as they have this want, we will keep doing the things, but recently I decided to actually lock in this want of Dean's List because it doesn't really happen that often. I've been testing this system for quite some time and I realized that it wasn't perfect because I just ended up having mediocre students. I set up this system because I didn't want to have like the same students over and over, you know, like graduating with honors pretty much always or like whatever. I wanted to have some variety in how Sims approach university. But it ended up being all students with around 3.0 GPA, with like graduating with a B always, or like barely or something. They were hardly ever expelled and they were pretty much never graduating with honors. Even the knowledge and the fortune sims, even the most ambitious ones. So very recently I decided to lock in the Dean's List want so that they would have a chance to graduate with honor at least. Or like a 3.6 GPA at least, like close, you know? Yeah, because the funny thing is that I wanted to have some variety, but ended up not having any variety, you know what I mean? But here I have a certain idea on what approach to university these sims will have, so I will just make them do whatever it takes to fulfill that approach. Okay, Sophie, you need a shower before you go to class. She got fit, finally, and she got a skill point. Body points will be very important. She didn't work out enough in her teenage years, so now it's time. Okay, so Alvin already went to class and he wants to complete freshman year. This is also a one that I usually take into account as in, okay, let's do the things that are required to pass at least, and also the fear of getting academic probation pretty much does the same thing. But he also wants to do assignments, so let's do that. You know what? No. Alvin was supposed to build the skills first. Like, this is a priority for him. Even if he won't need the body point or the creativity point for his job, he just wants to have the skills. He's a knowledge sim after all. Yeah, we were supposed to build bases for him first and then see what happens next. So body and creativity. Can you get creativity here? I guess writing in diary, that's technically custom, that's technically a mod. So maybe let's get an easel here somewhere, or like an instrument maybe? But you can't really afford an instrument, unless it's a custom one again, but... So let's just get an easel. Maybe work out first. I've played in this dorm so many times. He's tired, but he's just starting a painting so that no one uses this easel. Okay, how is Sophie? She needs creativity and cleaning. Okay, so she'll get the cleaning tomorrow. And after Alvin is finished with his painting, or at least his point, she will just take the easel. So I will be playing for 12 days at university, technically. Because at the very end it will only be Ivy for the remaining 2 years. But that's fine. It goes really fast. 12 days of a normal gameplay is completely different than 12 days at university. Oh, it's also funny how in my normal system I end up with graduates who don't really have many skills. Like, normally at university, sims get like 4 or 5 points in one of the skills, like the main one, right? And I end up with sims who graduated from university and they can't do anything, so because they never had the wants. So if I lock in the Dean's List, then I do both the skills and the performance, right? To get the best grade. So at least there's that. Oh yeah, I think we will get a maid here. I think that there should be some kind of cleaning service, like you know, you have the cafeteria lady that cleans up, but only plates and stuff. But I think there should be some kind of cleaning service implemented into dorms. I always just get a maid because I don't have a better idea of what to do with the money that they have, so... Except maybe getting another easel. Actually, that's not really that bad of an idea. This way, Sophie can get some fun. Did you get the point? Oh, 2 points. Oh, wait, I forgot. Oh, God, I always forget about this at the beginning. Wait. It's fall. That's why she's learning so fast, probably. But, yeah, I always change the seasons in university to fall, spring, or spring, fall, whatever. Because I think, you know, like summer, there's summer break, whatever. Summer doesn't exist in university. But winter is also a little annoying with the snow. Like, I don't need that. So I'm just like, okay, there's a winter break too. There is a little bit of a winter break, right? I'm not sure how American college really works, but like, there has to be like a Christmas or like a midterm break or something, right? These are the 2 seasons that make sense for university to me, and also fall makes it easier to pass, makes it easier to learn the skills, but also to gain performance. You get a bigger boost. Alvin, are you autonomously doing assignment? Okay then, I'm not mad. That could actually be a good idea for them to take responsibility for their own grades just autonomously. Like you make them start an assignment and it lies somewhere, and then maybe they will do it themselves. That's really good. So yeah, so fall makes it easier to build performance, to build skills and everything. And spring might be a break to maybe try to have some romantic interactions or something, right? They will want to flirt or go on a date or something. Is mom calling you? No, it's Marsha. She will be your stepsister very soon, so yeah, sure. It's always the random teenagers. She just wants to know what university is like. Okay, so now that we've learned the skills, let's do assignment. I will still follow their wants so that they're not unhappy. So I will prioritize the things that they actually want to do. Like I wouldn't make her write term paper if she wants to do an assignment, right? Yeah, and Alvin just likes to do things because he just autonomously went for finishing his painting. He likes to finish things. He had an assignment at 0% just lying there, and he was like, no, I have to do this. He had an unfinished painting and he's like, no, this can't be. Oh, actually his performance is really good right now. He will definitely make Dean's List. It's Fall's fault. And he finished it. Sell it for 11 simoleons. That's always something. Okay, so we have Freya Gonzaga here. Larry Baina. Tao Zhang. Heather Remington, Larissa Carr. I used some of the last names that disappeared in the process of making Townieville. You probably noticed. Oh yeah, Alvin actually likes to stargaze. He has a telescope in his room back home. He is very interested in science. Having some pancakes before the exam, it's always good to not go on an empty stomach. Let's go and let's get an A+ for the first year. Hell yeah. Aw, congratulating. Hi, best friends. That's so nice. Oh, not best friends. Sophie, don't punch your best friend. Actually, it would be nice if Sophie had something sporty. I think she was supposed to play basketball, right? Now she needs 2 charisma points and 1 creativity. He needs just 1 mechanical and he's good to go. Oh, shoot hoops. Of course. Oh, there is an easel here and Sophie actually used it. I don't know when that happened. But it will soak in the rain. So I guess finish the soaked painting. Maybe that was the idea. Oh, Alvin actually wants to gain a skill point, but he doesn't have any skill points to get anymore. He can get something in advance, I guess. Like a cleaning point, maybe? He will definitely need that for work. Yeah, we prioritize skill points for Alvin. Even if he doesn't have anything else to learn, if he wants it, he gets it. And only now Sophie got the make Dean's List. Want. It really doesn't happen that often. I will log this in for Sophie, really, because she will do it definitely. So maybe actually write term paper? You're going to class in like an hour, so maybe take a shower and... Oh yeah, she won't really need the paper after her performance goes up after class. Yeah. We don't really have to spend that much time. Sometimes I also make them write papers at the very end of like junior year or senior year, like junior paper, senior paper, you know, or like an essay or something. It kind of feels realistic, but I don't really do it that often. I guess you actually have to write essays on every year, but it kind of feels like the junior and senior are very significant, especially the senior one, because in the Polish system, also at the very end of this, especially like humanistic studies, not only but mainly, you have to write like your thesis, right? I wrote 3 of them. That was a lot. I wrote 1 for my bachelor's degree, and I wrote 2 for my 2 master's degrees. Yeah, yes, I have 2 master's degrees, and I play Sims on YouTube. Okay, how much cleaning did you get? Oh my god! I forgot about him! Okay, he wanted a skill point. He got 4. Very skill-oriented. Yeah, only in fall does the performance raise this much only from going to class. This doesn't happen in other seasons. Oh, again 4 points? No, we're not changing aspirations. You guys had these aspirations from the very beginning. They're finished with sophomore year. So this is when I add in Ivy. I know I technically don't really have to do it as long as their age difference outside of college is fine, but I really like when age makes sense and I like the variety. I like that I focus on 2 sims at first, then I have 3 sims, then I have 1 sim. Like, you kind of feel the vibe more. And it also doesn't make sense to have students on the same year when there's 2 years of difference between them. But anyway, where's Ivy? There she is. Yeah, she has a lot. She has a lot of money. I wanted to type in Kapoor. It doesn't even matter because I will be merging the families, but... So I'll put her in the dorm just for a second, and then we move out to a house. The dormies were just, like, for background. They were interacting with them a little bit, but it's, like, not really that important. Again, similar clothes as she had before. Again, there's no shorts that she can wear. I just like this cartoon character vibe that they change life stages, but you can still recognize the Sims because they are wearing very similar clothes all the time. Now they have 46 hours until the next exam, and when I move them into a house, it's gonna be pretty early, so that's fine. We can have 1 exam that is, like at 6 a.m. or something. Then the mod will count the hours properly anyway. Now they have 6,000 and they only need 2 bedrooms, really. Why is one of the houses a lot more expensive? Does it have better furniture or something? I guess we can get like the most expensive house. Oh, this is exactly the same house as the Cox family has. It's just painted differently. But the Cox family house needed a lot of adjustments inside. Like, it's a really decent house as long as you kind of change it, you know? Like, the exterior is really nice. Yeah, maybe let's get the 5,000 one. Alvin and Ivy finally don't have to sneak around. No goopy in the horizon. They can sleep in 1 bed together. I guess for now that they don't really have a romantic... Okay, it's actually going really fast. But romantic standards will probably not make them fall in love immediately, so... Oh! Actually, Alvin did. She didn't get any hearts. Yeah, for now, 2 separate beds, and when both of them at least have a crush, I will get them a double bed. Let's change this into something that has a shower. I usually get rid of the back door because there's nothing outside on that side. Like, that doesn't make any sense to have a back door there. But I don't really feel like doing that today. Okay, do we have a computer? We do. Can I maybe do it like this? Okay, now it looks a little bit better. Again, no freaking dressers in this entire house. And Ivy is supposed to be in architecture, so her major, I think it could be physics as well. But I don't want to have 2 sims with the same major, so if I can get another one that has architecture in it too, I'll be very glad. Oh, actually physics is not for architecture. Is it like math? Yeah, math and anything else? Not really, not even history. It must be math then. Oh, I don't do ones based when it comes to picking majors for my sims because it's super repetitive and some majors never happen because it's strictly based on their aspiration. So, no. Because all of my sims would just constantly get like political science and math and whatever. Like, only a few majors happen in once. So I usually adjust their major to their lifetime want, if it's a career. If it's not, then I either go with like their one true hobby or their interests or the skills that they already have to make it easier for them. Okay, 5 p.m., 3 p.m., 7 p.m. 3 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m. Okay. Ivy needs cooking. Let's do it. I don't know why you need cooking for math, but that's fine. Are we having a bachelor party already? Love how it's completely random hair for the cheerleaders. Alvin needs more mechanical and the cleaning, actually, so we got that covered. And Sophie doesn't really need anything. Oh, she needs a basketball hoop, actually. She had one in the dorm. Can we afford it now? No, not yet. Allow household only, thank you. Oh, here too. The disadvantage of living in a house as a university student is that you have to cook for yourself. Or get pizza. Or get Chinese, which actually I think came in university. I guess Sophie could start her junior thesis. Her junior essay. Oh no, we have bills. Alvin is again building skills more than he needs instead of building his performance. I think he'll be fine anyway. And Ivy gets the skills and then does what the wants tell her to do. Aw, she wants to call her mom. Invite her over into a uni student's house. She's not gonna like it very much. Okay, the exam is in 10 hours, no classes anymore, so I think Ivy could actually write term paper. And Sophie needs to finish hers. Oh yeah, definitely. But she's almost finished. Yeah, Alvin is doing a lot worse right now because it's not fall. He will pass, but his GPA will definitely be lower next time. Okay, let's build this relationship. Because you guys were all over each other when you were teens. What happened? Okay, we're getting a double bed then. Why is there no light in this hall? That's better. Okay, the exam is in 5 hours. At 6 a.m. as I said. And Ivy is done. Okay, Alvin made it and now it's 3.5. He already knows that he can't graduate with honors. Oh man. Okay, we'll try to push it a little bit maybe so that he at least has like 3.6 or maybe 3.7. 3.7 will already be a star. And he already has class. Okay. Charisma and logic for Sophie. Oh, okay, there is a mirror. But we were supposed to get you the hoop, and we still can't afford it because of the bills. Well, take a break from basketball, I guess. Maybe she has it in class. What is your class called? Characterization, becoming someone more interesting than you. Yeah, that's drama for ya. And her professor is probably in love with everyone, right? Because that's how they work. I guess Laila... Is that a French last name that means like joy or something?
La joie.
Oh, Ivy fortunately doesn't have to get any skills. She was super tired after this exam. She is just now getting a little better. Alvin doesn't need skills either, so maybe he will do all the other stuff because he's gonna be bored. He already finished classes for today, so he can do assignment, I guess. I think at this point I can enable ACR autonomy, so that maybe Ivy and Alvin woohoo before he graduates. It's up to them. I won't interfere. Why wasn't logic required for Alvin's major? He doesn't really have that much logic for a future doctor. But he really knows how to clean. And especially he doesn't have a lot of logic for someone who is fascinated by... Oh, hi! Let's see. Who is fascinated by science and has his own telescope back home. Yeah, that's what they do. They are immediately in love with everyone they meet. It's the drama. It's a feature. Oh, and she lost the best friend that she thought she had. Let's just play catch. That's more platonic. Okay, but seriously, Sophie needs a lot of skill points, including logic. So I think we need to get her some chess. Oh, there might also be a question on how I choose which skills my Sims will learn at university, like if they don't learn all of them, if I play completely wants-based and they only learn skills when they want to. Like they get the gain a skill point want and they have 3 skills to learn for university. How do I choose which skill? Well, it's either the easiest that they can get or something that fits their personality. Like if they have a lot of neat points, I will make them learn cleaning or something like that. Okay, maybe Ivy will just write her term paper so that she's done with it before she goes to class, I guess. Oh, Sophie actually has 3.9. Did she get an A minus last time? Oh boy. Very bad. She's probably very disappointed in herself. Alvin is making some mac and cheese. Oh my god. She's crying now. Stop poking her. Ask her to leave. She can't help being in love with you. Sophie is doing really bad. It's only 11 hours until the exam and she's here. Just get the point and then we'll see what we can do. Oh my god, this actually looks like academic probation. Do an assignment really quick. I hope that you can do it without falling asleep. Go to sleep and it's only 6 hours. Just get a little bit of sleep and then you're not writing the paper, so then maybe do some research. She was just overachieving too much, and she doesn't have the energy for that anymore. She burned herself out. No! Oh my god, she was supposed to be the best. This is actually so realistic. Like, you can only go so far with perfectionism. Maybe she got an A minus last time and she was like, there's no point anymore. How is Alvin, by the way? He's fine. Ivy is perfect. She just has to get up. When my Sims go on academic probation, I don't count that as an additional year at college. College is still frozen time. So it doesn't matter. They will only have like the memory of that and everything. But I can't be bothered with counting that in. Okay, she did graduate, but it's 3.4. Same for Alvin. Oh, wow. Okay, even if I try, sometimes they just don't get the perfect grades. I'm sorry, Sophie. I mean, it was hard, to be fair. Sophie got a C minus. Oh, man. Yeah, like, the last years of university, even in real life, like, those are the hardest. You're so tired already. You just want to get this over with. Okay, so now Ivy is going to be all alone in this house. She still doesn't need any skills. Oh, casual sit. I got you a double bed and you do it on the couch anyway. That's college for ya. Okay, Sophie is asleep, so you guys can just do it. So after you do that, you just move back. Move back to Townieville. Oh, that's actually nice. For the winter that we now have. Why is Latino music an adult thing, by the way? I never understood that. Oh, okay. She wants to marry rich. You'll just focus on your career for now. And now it's fall again, so the last 2 years will be very easy for Ivy. I'm not sure if that's a fair system with the seasons. Sophie Bendette is no longer a family friend. Because she just finished college and... Honestly, I didn't even realize she was a friend. So will Ivy actually be the best of all of them? Probably. She will definitely graduate with honors. Well, you know, stuff happens. Sometimes life gets in the way and you don't get what you want. I was really trying. I think for Sophie, it was especially the charisma that got to her because she had 2 points to learn and the final point was the 5th one already. So, like, it took a lot of time for her to get the charisma. And with semester changes, they don't really have that much time. So, it's challenging sometimes. And I like it. Oh, it's 4 a.m. and you have an exam in 5 hours. Okay, go to sleep. Again, she doesn't need any skills, but it kind of looks like she has typical townie skills. Did I edit that for her? I'm not sure. But she does play a lot of chess. So I guess I could get her creativity down a little bit. So at least she doesn't have 7 points. I won't take away the skill that she needs now. But I don't think she should have this much charisma or body. Yeah, this looks a little better for a person this young. But it does kind of feel like she had a head start, especially with the logic. Now it doesn't show that she lacks a point, but just redo the logic skill. Yeah, she does it really fast because it's fall. But at least it will take her some time. Call your mom, you wanted to invite her a while ago. So Ivy was supposed to be in between Alvin and Sophie and she ended up being the best student. And for Sophie, I think maybe now she will actually become the workaholic that she was supposed to be because her last year at college didn't go so well. So she feels like she needs to catch up. Okay, just having breakfast and finishing college. And she already thinks she made 5,000 simoleons. Okay then. Yeah, it's 3.9. Congrats. Okay, let's clean up a little bit for future generations that will be living in this house. Turn off the computer. Maybe I will get rid of the chess. And I will get the budget adjuster to adjust funds set to 0 simoleons. She doesn't need this money. I wouldn't go as far as getting a mod for not getting the money for grades at university, because sometimes I use this money within the lot that they're in. It's kind of like, it's not actually money, it's like tokens, it's like special currency that you can only use at university, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't make sense that they make so much money just for passing exams, especially that they get money for like C as well. But I find it useful if I need to buy something within the university lot. So usually I get rid of this money. Like when I move the sim back into the house, I count the money that they had to the amount that the family has to pay for college. In the BLT family, I will have to also set the money to 0 simoleons because they only have like 8,000 simoleons overall. And they have to pay for 2 sims going to college. I assume like the price for college in my game is 5,000, but if they get a scholarship, I might subtract the scholarship from that. I will just do it like more or less, you know, just subtract the 8,000 that they have. There are 2 doctors in that family. Joe Sims and Marsha will be moving into that house, so they will bring all the money that they have, so it's really fine. And it only took 2 hours of recording. 12 days at university. It goes really fast. So now I have 3 sims in the bin. So I am putting Alvin and Sophie back in the Bendette Letourneau household. Alvin will be moving out, but after he evens out his age with Ivy. So in 2 days. And Ivy will for now go back to her parents, just so that she can be called. But I won't be playing with this family until Ivy is out, really. I think Alvin and Ivy will get a place for themselves, like maybe rent something in this building. Probably the house/apartment that Andrea used to live in, because that's just enough to have a little family, and there is really no space for them in any other house, especially that Joe will be moving into this house with his daughter, so there will be still a lot of people there. And Alvin and Ivy will probably make decent money, so I think they can get a house one day for themselves. So before I forget, I will do the money thing. You can use the family funds cheat for this, but if you have more than one family with the same name, which is not the case here, but it's a long name, okay? It just won't work. Like, it will work for either of these families. You never know. Okay, so Alvin actually has medicine in his wants, and she has sports in her wants. That's very nice. So we will get them those jobs. We will get them clothes. Before I start playing this family next time, at the beginning of the 3rd round, I will definitely start with them and only play 5 days in this family only. They are technically still in round 2. I have to play 1 day in advance. So after the 2 of these 5 days, Alvin will move out. But after 1 day, Joe will move in. So it will be chaos. With moving in and out and trying to fit all these people in this house. There will probably be some temporary solutions applied here. A reminder, why is Joe moving in here? Because he is with Marissa. They are in love. They are basically together now. And he's very cold, but he will be warmer once he is here in this very warm house. So I will be playing 5 days in a huge family with moving in, moving out always happening, like with a lot of adjustments. So it will only be this one family for 1 episode. But usually I will be playing 2 families per episode, 4 days each. Only in families that are big or chaotic or something, I will let myself just go with this one because it takes a lot of time. So yeah, that's it for this episode. I hope you liked this little university round. I don't really do much at university except just deciding every minute what the sim is going to do with their grades. I don't really do like secret societies or fraternities that much, maybe sometimes. Task-oriented, as I said. So we are technically officially finished with round 2 and kinda starting round 3 next time, even though the BLT family is still in round 2 and Ivy is already in round 3, but you know how it is, especially with college, especially when college is frozen time, but it is still easier than if it wasn't frozen time, to me at least. Anyway, now we will have a week of a break in Townieville for another video, so we're coming back in 2 weeks with round 3. Let me know if there's anything else you need me to explain. Rotational gameplay can be complicated sometimes, and as always, thank you very much for watching or subscribing or stuff like the video, and see you in the next one. Bye! They got the cages, they got the boxes and guns. They are the hunters, we are the foxes, and we run